Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's incredibly important, but often overlooked, especially by those of us who feel young and invincible. We're talking about blood pressure. Now, you might be thinking, that's an issue for older people, right? Well, recent research is painting a different picture, and it's something every young adult needs to hear. We're going to break down a fascinating study that suggests even blood pressure levels considered normal could be quietly increasing heart attack risks for people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. Stick around, because this information could genuinely change the way you think about your long-term health. So let's get into the details of this eye-opening research. A major study, which was presented at a top European cardiology conference, looked at data from over 19,000 young adults. The researchers tracked these individuals for a significant period to see how their blood pressure in early adulthood correlated with future heart problems. What they found was quite surprising. They discovered that young people with blood pressure in the high normal range, that S between 130/80 and 139/89, had a significantly higher risk of experiencing a heart attack or other major cardiovascular event later in life compared to their peers with lower, more optimal readings. Let's break down what those numbers actually mean because they're key to understanding this. When you get your blood pressure checked, you get two numbers. The top number is your systolic pressure, the force your heart exerts on the walls of your arteries when it beats. The bottom number is your diastolic pressure, the pressure in your arteries between beats. For decades, the benchmark for high blood pressure or hypertension has been 140/90. Anything below that was generally considered okay. But this new research challenges that idea. It suggests that the danger zone might start much earlier than we thought. That high normal range, the 130s/80s, acts as a sort of yellow light, a warning sign that deserves our attention, even if it's not technically classified as a disease yet. Now you might be wondering, why is this happening? How can seemingly normal blood pressure be a risk? Think of your arteries as flexible pipes. When blood pressure is consistently elevated, even slightly, it's like a constant low-level stress on those pipes. Over years and decades, this persistent pressure can cause the artery walls to become stiffer and less flexible. It can also lead to tiny injuries on the inner lining of the arteries. Your body tries to repair these injuries, but this healing process can sometimes lead to the buildup of plaque, a mix of cholesterol, fats, and other substances. This process is called atherosclerosis. As plaque builds up, the arteries narrow, making it harder for blood to flow through. If a piece of this plaque breaks off and forms a clot that blocks an artery leading to the heart, that's when a heart attack occurs. The crucial takeaway here is that this damage doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, cumulative process that can begin in your 20s and 30s, long before you ever experience any symptoms. This is why this study is so significant for young adults. Traditionally, we don't screen for heart disease risk in younger populations as aggressively as we do in older ones. Many young people might get a blood pressure reading of, say, 135/85 at a routine checkup and be told, it's a little on the high side, but it's fine. Just keep an eye on it. But this research is a powerful argument that maybe just keeping an eye on it isn't enough. It's a call to be more proactive. The lead researcher of the study put it perfectly. They said that these findings suggest we need to start thinking about preventing heart disease from a much earlier age. It's about shifting our focus from treatment later in life to prevention right now. So, what can we do about it? This is the most important part of the video. The news might sound a bit scary, but the power to change this is largely in your hands, and the solutions are things we can all start doing today. It all comes down to lifestyle. First, let's talk about diet. One of the biggest culprits behind rising blood pressure is sodium. It's hidden everywhere, especially in processed foods, fast food, and restaurant meals. Start reading labels and aim to reduce your daily sodium intake. At the same time, focus on increasing your potassium intake. Potassium helps to balance out sodium and ease tension in your blood vessels. Foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, and avocados are fantastic sources. The DASH diet, which stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension, is a great framework. It emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Next up is physical activity. You don't have to become a marathon runner overnight. The goal is consistency. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. That could be 30 minutes of brisk walking, 5 days a week. It could be cycling, swimming, dancing, or playing a sport you love. The key is to find something you enjoy so you'll stick with it. Regular exercise strengthens your heart, making it more efficient at pumping blood, which lowers the pressure on your arteries. It's one of the most effective non-medical ways to manage blood pressure. Another huge factor is managing stress. In our fast-paced, always-on world, chronic stress is rampant, and it can wreak havoc on your blood pressure. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which temporarily cause your heart to beat faster and your blood vessels to narrow. When this happens day after day, it contributes to long-term high blood pressure. So find healthy ways to unwind. This could be mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, or simply spending time in nature. Even just dedicating 10-15 minutes a day to quiet your mind can make a huge difference. And of course, we need to talk about maintaining a healthy weight. Carrying extra weight, especially around your waist, puts extra strain on your heart and circulatory system. Even a small amount of weight loss can have a significant impact on your blood pressure. And the great news is, if you're already focusing on a healthier diet and regular exercise, you're well on your way to achieving and maintaining a healthy weight. Finally, limiting alcohol and avoiding smoking are non-negotiable for heart health. Both can raise blood pressure and damage your arteries over time. The most practical first step for everyone watching is simple. Know your numbers. Blood pressure is often called the silent killer because it usually has no symptoms. You can feel perfectly fine and have dangerously high blood pressure. So get it checked regularly. You can do this at your doctor's office, and many pharmacies have free-to-use machines. If you find your numbers are consistently in that high normal range of 130, 139 over 80, 89, don't ignore it. Start implementing the lifestyle changes we've talked about, and most importantly, have a conversation with your doctor. Talk about your individual risk and create a proactive plan together. This isn't about causing alarm, it's about empowerment. It's about recognizing that the small choices we make every day in our youth build the foundation for a long and healthy life. Taking control of your heart health early on is one of the greatest investments you can ever make in your future self. It's not about restriction, it's about respect for your body and a commitment to your well-being. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope this has been as insightful for you as it was for me. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with a young person in your life who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our future videos. Stay healthy, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.